Is Sami Zayn the reason that the bloodline took off?
I, see, that's that's an interesting question because like I feel like they were catching momentum anyway before the stuff with Sammy, but you did see a significant like jump in popularity when Sammy was trying to be a member, right? Early on when he was trying to be a member and they weren't really having it, and then like when he did become a member, like they became definitely very pop. The pop that they got with Sammy was definitely louder than the pop they got when they were by themselves. Like, I mean, it is a very good question. I mean, one could say like, yeah, like Sammy is definitely the reason why they got the popularity, but you can also say is the reason like he helped, but the main reason was what they were doing with with Sami Zayn. I mean, with Roman Reigns, like you can definitely say the fact that Roman was a dominant champion, Roman was taking all comers, Roman was presented well. You can say that's part of it as well. So like it's twofold, but I do believe Sammy had a lot to do with it, though.
Yeah. I think, look, I think that there's two ways of looking at this, right? Is Sami Zayn this, look, is Sami Zayn like you know, the reason why Roman Reigns and this big reign like are so popular? No. But this bloodline story does not get as big as it did without the injection of Sami Zayn. That is just
Absolutely.
absolute, irrefutable fact. If you go back and watch the bloodline before, they were doing their thing, but they were like, they were essentially just like, like good heel faction number
Yeah.
four or whatever. Like, like they were good heel faction, but they were just like generic heel, like, throw the ones up, Roman's the best, blah, blah, blah. What Sammy did was allow us to like, and this is like a weird, like, I'm just gonna sound like more whatever romanticized or whatever, but they allowed us to like fall in love with the bloodline, right? As characters, like truly like engage with these characters in a way that we didn't think was possible. Like they became like Roman Reigns somehow through Sami Zayn became like a baby, almost a baby face. Like people were just like they were cheering him because of Sami Zayn. Like the segments they were in, him winning over Jey Uso, that slow burn of him trying to win over Jey Uso, when it finally culminated in that Sammy's court segment,
Oh yeah, yeah,
and Jay
yeah,
was the one who stopped Solo from spiking him, and he stood up for him. Like that was such a great freaking moment, and like I think that while like I think Roman and all that kind of stuff would have been over regardless, it would not have I think be over to the point that it was, and I think look you watch like the Bloodline stuff, and you look at ratings, you look at ticket sales, that stuff started really picking up when Sami Zayn and the Bloodline started doing their thing. And remember, this is during a time Cody was gone for like 6 months from WWE TV.
yeah.
They
He
were
was hurt.
the big draw. That storyline was the reason I watched SmackDown every week.
Oh yeah, like when Sammy the whole thing leading up to Sammy's first title shot, everything like it was some cinematic. Like it as they say, it was cinema. And but no, he did help. He definitely did help. Like you say, you look at the sales, ticket sales, you look at the booster ratings, you look at the merchandise boost, like the honorary Ooze t-shirts went off. They went off, and I unfortunately never got a chance to get one. But
Well,
they,
you'll get your chance in about 2 months at WWEshop.com.
I can't. I gotta get an honorary Ooze t-shirt. I have to. But no, like I mean, it was just one of those things that worked really well, and like Sammy was the best person to do so.
Yep. I think people are like there are a lot of fans who are like down on Sammy or whatever because I mean number one, I'm just like how do you not like Sami Zayn? Like that's just crazy to me. If you don't like you don't have to like his wrestling, you don't have to like his promos or but if you don't like the guy, like there's something wrong with you. But
There's so much to like. He's such a nice dude.
I mean, he spent his birthday raising money for like in like children in need in Syria. The dude is
Right.
like dude's awesome. Um, yeah, I think like people are gonna look back though at like that like time and be like, man, Sammy really was like he was the glue, you know, and that's what made that moment when he went up for the WWE Championship and that iconic Royal Rumble moment, like where he hit Roman, like that was my moment of the year. Like
Oh yeah.
I
Oh yeah.
loved
That might
that
be
moment.
one of the best moments in the and honestly one of the biggest moments in the past 10 years of wrestling. Honestly,
And the
it
pop it
was.
got.
Oh my god, it was crazy.
Yeah, man. He should have won the belt. I'll say it. No one else wants to say it. I'll say it. I'll say it.
He
Sami
should have
Zayn
been
should
the one.
have beat Roman Reigns' ass
He
at
should have been
Elimination
the one to
Chamber.
beat Roman Reigns. Now I know what they were trying to do with Cody Rhodes, and I get it, but he should have been the one to beat Roman.
Should have beat that ass.
And if it ever wasn't him, it definitely should have been Jay.
Yeah, I mean, look. I mean, at that point, it was going to be Cody. They were too far
Yeah,
in. It had to be Cody, which I get.
right.
But you also just could have had Cody win. Could have just
I
had
mean,
Cody win.
it was one of those things where, like, yes, again, like you said, we like Cody. We wanted Cody to win, but at the same token, you had all these other guys that could have did it. Like,
Yeah.
and
But
honestly, I'd have been happy with Sammy holding the belt. That moment, Sammy holding the belt, falling in the ring, crying. Oh, I wanted that.
in
I wanted
Montreal,
that. In Montreal, I wanted that.
yeah, no, that city would have rioted if he won.
Oh hell yeah!
And somehow positively rioted. Like crazy, man. But yeah, Sami Zayn, undeniable glue to the bloodline.